Good morning, boys and girls.
And welcome to another adventure with Jim and Karen.
Today we're at the lower Hackberry Trail,
Yep, in Grand Escalade,
Escalante,
Escalante.
on the Cottonwood Canyon Road. It is pretty out here. A lot of cows. A lot of critters too, huh?
Right?
So we're gonna head up this way. There's a parking area back in here. We saw a jackrabbit this morning. I thought it was a coyote. It was so big. It's about 40 degrees and beautiful morning. All right, so as soon as you leave a little parking area, you can see a little sign. Looks like we got a little fording here. Right across. I think this is part of the Perea River here. Water's moving. That's that cow we kept hearing. You hear him echo. All right, folks. My GPS initially told me I was off track, but I guess I should have just walked right into the wash to begin with instead of through the sand. But we come back up with the wash. Looks like the ground's gonna be a little harder over here, so that's where we're walking. We got our waterproof socks on, we're good. Sure is pretty around here. Look at that. All right, folks, just keep following the wash. Look at that view. Now, we can't be more than 2/10 of a mile in. This is going to be a wonderful hike. Wow, these views never end. So you can go in and out of the water here. I think we're just going to walk right to the center of it. Look at that. I guess you guys don't want to watch a 5-hour video, so I'll go ahead and turn it off and turn it on as necessary. All right, boys and girls, we're at point 7. Looks like the canyon's starting to close in. And you have no choice but to get your feet wet. Sure is beautiful. Wow. Look at those views ahead of you. I said this trail's going all up and down and everything else. Just wear water shoes. Pretend you're in a mini Narrows. All right, guys, we're almost at a mile. Big old chunk fell out. Man, this is amazing. Glad we got water. Okay, we just passed the mile mark. More bends. Stop and take a look up.
Yep.
What do you think, boo-boo?
It's beautiful out here.
Isn't it?
It is.
A little chilly at 40 degrees with the wind coming through here, but it's nice. You can see all the trails that go upside there. Put on your socks and go right through the center. Well, we're at 1.2. I just want to pause for a minute, just to let you hear how silent it is out here. It's amazing. I don't think the water's gotten any higher than my ankle so far. Wow, look at that. Cool. All right, folks, sun's starting to come up over the top there. Lighten everything up. Getting a little more narrower. More little water features. Big old cottonwood. Uh-oh, Karen's gonna see a waterfall. Well, we're about 1.4, 1.5. Starting to narrow up around here. This is amazing. We're constantly going uphill, you can tell by the water, but it doesn't feel like it. Wow. Looks like we found our first set of rapids here, little ones. Little waterfall. So going between the rocks, that ought to be fun. Go check it out. Yay! All right, folks, at 1.6 gets a little more interesting. Water gets a little bit above your ankle sometimes. Look at that. You hear the birds singing. All right, guys, we got a choice. We can go up and over the trail, or we can go through.
We're going through because we're adventurers.
We're going through. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, right about 2 mile mark. Right there, the creek is gonna get really small here. It's flowing pretty good. It's gonna widen out back up here. That's a deep hole there. And we're gonna get right back in it. We'll come up here and go around and get into it. I lied, it's small again. The canyon should be widening up pretty soon, according to topo map. But we're gonna keep walking. In fact, I'm gonna walk right down into the creek. All right, guys, so shortly after the 2 mile mark, canyon's gonna open up pretty big. Stream's gonna stay small. Let's see what's ahead. All right, folks, so we're just walking along. We notice a white type fungus growing on these rocks. I have no idea what it is, but it stinks. You see how high the water gets during the flash floods through here. Sure is pretty. All right, so we got some obstacles ahead of us. All right, folks, I just checked my All Trails app. We're about 2.7 in. This is what we're walking through. But the views are still magnificent. A lot of camping sites just up in that area where you could camp. Watch your twig there, boo-boo. Hopefully this will open up a little bit soon. All right, folks, just hit our 3 mile mark. Water's shallow, but it does take a toll on your legs. Yeah, between that and the sand. That's not a boo-boo. I don't think it gets much sun back here because you got a lot of algae growing in here. Got about a mile to go before we hit that cabin. All right, here's our first little critters. Little caterpillars down there. There's some up there.
Look at them all.
The rest of them are just kind of, they're all there. See them all on.
And watch where you walk.
Yep. Gotta watch where you walk. Some of them getting thrown down the river. All right, so that's kind of overgrown. We're gonna head out this way. Interesting, so we're looking down You've seen all these little tiny leaf parts where they've been eaten. And now you know what they've been eaten by. All them worms. All right, folks, we made it back to the creek after taking that shortcut. And look what we found. A morel. I've never seen one out. Been mushroom picking, but never got lucky enough to see one. It's pretty neat. You guys are about 3.5. We just get out of the water for a little bit. My feet are cold. But you can see the cactuses. Some of them are getting ready to bloom. We should almost be there. It's pretty up here. There's a trail this way. All right, so we got out of the water. I got saying about 3.5 mile mark. Came up. Nice path. No sand. We saw several wasps though. I guess we'll see where this one takes us. Looks like we got a berm in front of us. We'll see. All right, folks, we're at 3.9. Really close. We're following this trail that's up on top. That one's getting ready to bloom.
Yeah.
Perfect. Beautiful pictures. Beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
What do you think, Boo Boo?
It's pretty out here.
Yep. So I guess this beats walking in the sand and in the water for a little bit. So we're gonna have to go that way. All right, folks, it looks like this path we're taking is gonna lead us right to the cabin, which is right directly in front of us.
4 miles completed.
Boo Boo's thing just hit 4 miles.
Duration 2 hours, 39 minutes,
Okay.
39 seconds.
All right, boys and girls, 4.1 mile, 1 mile, 4.1. We come upon the Frank Watson cabin. Leads right to it. They say that down in the wash you can't see it. You can on this trail, you walk right into it. See, they got the little fencing here blocked off, so we're gonna have to walk around.
Cool.
They may have the whole thing blocked off.
Yeah. Probably because people are eating it.
Right? We'll walk around here, see what they got. Probably because people tearing shit up. Yeah, it looks like it's all blocked off. Nice little area though. Yep. It's a hell of a place to have a cabin. But at least he had running water. See if you can see the creek from up. Yeah, you couldn't see this from up down there. I see a creek right there. You'd walk right by it. Okay, Stockman happy picnic at lunch. All right, boys and girls, so we looked at that fence and there was no signs there saying keep out or anything. I think it's for the critters because you can see all the critter marks leading right up. There's no critter marks in here. Oh, some old cow poo, coyote poo. Let's take a look in here, or at it. There's no sign on the door. Look at the cactus is growing on the roof. All the sand up there. I'm sure the door is probably dead bolted. No, it's not. It's just the door. Make sure there ain't no rattlesnakes. Sure ain't no rattlesnakes in here. Nope. I actually use a box in here, an ammo box, like an info box. Small little, here's a sign here. See what it says. Get my eyeballs on. Historical cabin restoration. The BLM is currently in process of restoring Watson's cabin. Please be respectful and leaving this building and my tools alone. So you are allowed in here. They're just in the middle of restoring it. And so that was to let the critters out, or to keep the critters out. Here's a jawbone of a cow. That's the BLM stuff, so we're gonna leave that alone. Pretty neat. Let's check out the ammo can. All right, so inside the can you have a information that talks about them, which I'll read that. I don't want to read the whole thing to you. And a sign-in log. Who visited? Grab that thing, will you? No, the box. Okay, let's sign up. Sign our names. All right, folks. We've signed the book. Karen's reading the info. Apparently, he was a sheep herder back in 1910. The stuff you see on the walls here, please don't do that. Don't be a Nancy.
He's a bootlegger too.
Oh, Karen says he's a bootlegger too.
Yeah, and the whiskey, everyone called it Jamaica Ginger.
Jamaica Ginger, she said, was the name of the whiskey. It's pretty neat. Look at that. So BLM is putting a real thick coat of plastic or something up there and throwing dirt on top of it, which keeps it all nice and insulated in here. All right, we're going to take some pictures from outside. All right, boys and girls, time to say goodbye, head on back. What do you think, Boo Boo?
It's beautiful out here. Watch the cow patty.
Right?
It's beautiful out here. This guy had one hell of a view.
Yeah, he did. A lot of cow patties around here. Look at that tree. I want you to look at that tree. That background. What an amazing view. All right, so we're going to head on down to the creek this time. Going the other way. Actually take the creek back. It's 4.25 to get here. We'll see what it is to take back. See you along the way. All right, you can see the creek there. We'll take this wash for a little bit. When you get to the area, it looks like that. It's up top there. You can't see it from down here. We'll join back up with the creek in a little bit because the sand sucks. All right, so we're gonna leave that wash and try to make it over here to the creek. A lot of shrubbery in there right now. We're gonna try to make it down there. Walk to the water. And we might be able to go down through here. All right. A little bit of shrubbery, but beats that sand. As long as we don't have any ticks catch a ride with us. All right, guys, this is right about the area we went up over there. Look how small the stream gets. And it's moving pretty good. So we're gonna jump back on the other side where we were. All right, a couple feet further and stream widens back out. Back in the stream. Just hit 6 and we're getting ready to head back into the canyon here. Sure is pretty. A little easier walking downstream than it is upstream because we're also going downhill. Beautiful day. All right, see you soon. All right, boys and girls, 6.8. And we're heading back into the canyon. Should leave us, I don't know, about 1.5 miles maybe. You feel the temperature drop already in here. This is so beautiful through here. All right, look at around there, there's that spiral. View around. All right, we'll see you in a few. All right, boys and girls, we just hit the 7-mile mark. Look at it. Can't describe it. Got about a little over a mile left. Just as pretty coming back as it was coming out. Just a different view. All right, well, we'll probably see you back at Peona. All right, boys and girls.
That wraps up another adventure with Jim and Karen.
Yeah, and a good one it was.
It was. Our feet were wet all the way. So we hiked up the stream. Wash. Whatever. Okay. Beautiful. You're surrounded by gorgeous stuff. 4 miles in, you see a cabin. It's great.
You can't see the cabin from the wash.
No. But you're in the water. Now first thing in the morning, that water's cold, guys.
Yep.
Then it warms up.
Yeah, it does. Really warm.
But it's a beautiful hike, guys. It's something everybody should do. There, we did like 8.47 miles and
400 something elevation. I think we
400
got.
something.
Yeah, it was all to ourselves until, I don't know,
About 3/4 of the way back.
about a mile away. And we started seeing people coming in. So.
Right. A lot of them without dogs on a leash, and there's several of them that's not leashed and it's not together.
Yep.
So hopefully.
All right,
nothing
so if you're
happens.
ever out in this area, 'cause it's hot out here, I'm going to the AC.
Right.
Take care of yourself.
God bless. Be safe and go take a hike.
Bye.
Bye.